What if I told you that the greatest cricket captains are some of the best startup thinkers of this world? From how Dhoni leads a team to how Virat Kohli builds his personal brand, every cricketer is doing exactly what a startup founder should be doing. So in this video, I will decode the CEO mindset of some of our favorite cricketers, and you as a student who is dreaming to build his own startup during his college days, this is the best video that you can learn from your favorite cricketers. So let's begin the video. So first of all, let's start with the calm CEO thinker, that is Mr. MS Dhoni. So MS Dhoni is a startup investor and he owns the brand 7. He knows the execution of the field also. So the most important learnings from MS Dhoni is building calmness even in your confusion situation. Like when your startup fails a pitch or if you lose your users, generally many of the people will be losing the patience or will be in a panic situation or in a confusion situation. What MS Dhoni teaches us is, even in the panic situation, even in the confusion state, we have to have clarity what we are doing. So instead of the confusions that your mind is building, start focusing on the solutions that you can do further so that you might get a solution, right? So simply we can say that panic kills clarity. That we can learn from MS Dhoni. The other thing that we can learn from MS Dhoni is like trust in your co-founders and early team. Like we all be knowing that MS Dhoni is stuck with players like Rohit Sharma and Jadeja when no one believed them. So that is what the trust is. So the people who have started with you in the early stage, like your co-founder and your early team, they have believed in your idea and had a trust in your personality, right? So you should never lose them. So you should never lose your early team. So those are the pillars of your startup. So that is what we can learn from MS Dhoni. So here comes the person who has built his personal brand and has a personality of grit and discipline. That is Mr. Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli is a fire, pure energy. Beyond his aggression, he is a person who has built a brand, multi-crore brand from scratch. So the learnings that I have got from Virat Kohli is, the discipline builds the legacy. Virat Kohli is a transformation from underdog to world beater. That's the startup hustle. Even if no one are watching, you are supposed to hustle for your startup. In your early stage of startup, you are supposed to build a proper system that's going to work for you in the future. Until and unless you build a proper system in your startup, you are supposed to have a mindset of consistency and discipline so that you can build a very good system that is going to work for the society and also work for you and will generate a passive income. The other thing that we can learn from Virat Kohli is, it's not just about the product, it's about the brand. Virat Kohli just didn't play the cricket. He has built Virat Kohli as a brand. So that is what I'm trying to say. Even if you have a wonderful product, being your startup founder, you are supposed to have a personal brand of yourself so that you can upskill your startup to the next level. So that is the major learnings from Virat Kohli. And next comes the silent strategist Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma isn't loud, but he's the most successful captain. That's not just luck, but the smart leadership. The learnings that we can learn from Rohit Sharma is, you are supposed to scale with strategy, not emotions. Rohit Sharma is a long-term, so slow build, but a perfect execution person. So in your early stage of startup, you are supposed to wait. You are supposed to observe the things surrounding you. You are supposed to build the system properly. But the only thing you have to put in your mind is the execution part should be perfect. So if your execution is perfect, of course your startup will be scaling in the upcoming future. And in the early stage of your startup, you are not supposed to rush. You are not supposed to do everything whatever you can. So that is the major thing you have to keep in your mind. The other thing is, Rohit Sharma is a person who waits for the time. Like if you are having a very good product, you are not just supposed to launch it whenever you want, and you are not supposed to just launch because you are excited. You have to wait for a perfect time and you have to launch the product. Then you can scale your business to the next level. And that is the very, very important thing that every startup founder should put in his mind. First, you are supposed to build a proper system. Then you have to check for a right time. At right time, you are supposed to do the right business. Then you can scale up your startup. Now we are going to discuss about the person who has faced the failure, rejections, injuries and criticism, but came back not just as a player but as a successful leader. that is Mr. Hardik Pandya. The important thing that every founder should learn from Hardik Pandya is reinvent when required. If you see the story of Hardik Pandya, there are many setbacks, failures and heartbreaks. So like you have seen the Hardik Pandya attitude, he is the person who can reinvent when required. So he has reinvented himself. So the comeback that he has given in the World Cup, that is the kind of attitude that every startup founder should have, because hard times are part of your startup journey, because everything is not gonna be easy, right? If it is easy, everyone will be a successful startup founder and every startup is gonna be an unicorn. So that's not gonna happen, right? So of course the attitude, the comeback attitude is very important to build as a successful startup. The other thing that we have to keep in mind is your comeback is more than your setbacks. Of course, as I said, there are setbacks. Every person fails and you are supposed to learn from those failures. And of course, there comes a time when even your startup becomes a successful company and becomes a unicorn, and you will become a very good entrepreneur in this world. So just wait for the time. Keep executing your learnings, keep learning from people, learning from your ideas, and have a very good trust with your teammates and co-founders. And the video has come to an end. So in this video we have not just discussed about the cricket lessons. These are the startup founder strategies, and these are the very important learnings that every startup founder should be knowing. And if you are a student who is dreaming to build a startup in your college days itself, this is a very good video that you should note down each and every point. Like from MS Dhoni to Hardik Pandya, you are supposed to build a character that these people are having. So with this kind of attitude and with this kind of mindset, of course there comes a time from college to a founder, from a basic middle class student to a successful entrepreneur. So just wait for the time, keep focusing on your idea, keep learning, and of course believe in yourself. The success is yours. So let's make a difference. That's it for this video. We'll be connecting in some other video which helps a college student to start his startup in his college days itself and excel to the next level. So for that, please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And this is Karthik signing off.